So we finally have confirmation for what we already knew a month ago. Sledgehammer Games' next installment in the Call of Duty series will be set during World War II and will unfortunately also be named as such because X Warfare gets old after a while, so why not just keep it simple, stupid? Hopefully that philosophy will also carry over into the design of the game. The box art and reveal date of Wednesday, April 26th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time was posted on the official Call of Duty website, which you already know I will be doing a parody of the reveal. Now, I know most people understand this, but for you idiots out there, just because I parody something doesn't mean I hate it. In fact, I like Infinite Warfare a lot, but not everything is all sunshine and rainbows, even with the things that we do like, as I don't have rose-tinted glasses on and can challenge the developers to make things better. Also, nothing is excluded from comedy, and parody is one of the best ways I can not only make fun of games, but also make fun of the gamers themselves being ridiculous with their oversensitive bullshit outrage. As far as my actual thoughts for Call of Duty World War II go, I don't really care until I actually get to play the game, which we'll get into in a minute here. Anyways, we have some of the first screenshots of the game, and in these next two images, the confirmation of the Thompson SMG, along with this soldier who has a red one patch on his sleeve, obviously an homage to the expansion pack from Call of Duty 2, which was also named after the first infantry members that landed on the beaches of Normandy. There is also this teaser found on Instagram and in some ad rolls for YouTube videos, which shows footage of Omaha Beach in Normandy with the waves parting to indicate the reveal time and date of Call of Duty World War II, and a shout out to the fact that this game might be the savior for the Call of Duty franchise, you know, parting the seas and all that bullshit. Lastly is some leaked marketing material which indicates that there will again be a private beta similar to Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, most likely as a pre-order reward, which by the way is the only time I'll ever pre-order a game. And if I don't like the demo, I'll cancel my pre-order like I did with Destiny, and hopefully I won't get as much shit for it, even though I turned out to be right. Anyways, that marketing material also contains some interesting information about the game, including calling out Normandy specifically, as the teaser alluded to, along with indicating that the campaign will focus on battles throughout Europe, which is different from the last World War II Call of Duty game, World at War, which focused on the Pacific and Eastern fronts. It also describes the multiplayer as grounded, fast-paced combat. However, the most interesting piece of all is that the co-op is not going to be zombies, as many thought it would be, but instead a similar mode to Spec Ops, where you get to do new missions with friends and a new story that we haven't seen in this type of fashion since Modern Warfare 3. Could it be that the zombies is a secret unlock, like in the co-op mode from Advanced Warfare, and that Activision will again force people to buy DLC just to play zombies? You know, since Activision is spelled with a $sign after all. Onto Infinite Warfare news as the Continuum DLC dropped on Tuesday with the obligatory stream from the Infinity Ward team to show off all of the new maps. However, instead of having developers bore us to death since they're not actually entertaining on a stream, they got two NBA players, D'Angelo Russell and Devin Booker, to play alongside Swifter, who was not only the worst Call of Duty player of these three, even though he runs a Call of Duty YouTube channel while the others shoot hoops, he's probably also the most boring person on the planet that somehow has over 2 million subscribers just because he's interactive with them playing custom games. Oh, and by the way, he doesn't have any Infinite Warfare footage on his channel because you can't even play custom games on Infinite Warfare because there's no option to save your custom games, even though this game has been out for 5.5 fucking months already. So there's no fucking point in getting all the game settings right if you can't even save them for later. Anyways, as per usual in a Call of Duty live stream, there were audio issues out the wazoo, and the questions weren't about the DLC at all, but instead about basketball because of the guests. Not to mention, the guys that were playing the game didn't even know what the score limit was in TDM.
So, where does this go to? Do you guys know?
I think 5 minutes. No, I think it's a kill limit of 100. Is there 125?
Man, what the fuck is up with this sniping kill cam? GG, Infinity Ward. There were also two patches released this week for the game, the first of which was out on the DLC date, which made the VPR OP as fuck versus before, when nobody even wanted to go through the grind of unlocking it because it was that useless. Nice job with the gun balancing there. I expect some sliders to be tweaked again for the next patch, as Ashton Williams, the community manager, indicated on Reddit. After buffing Shockwave last patch, it was slightly nerfed. Big surprise given what happened with the VPR. And they also fixed a bug where you damage yourself if you had reactive armor on with the Shockwave ability. How did this one not get found before it went out? There's also a grace period added to the sliding challenges to make them easier to get, because last patch they made the slide slower and it still wasn't good enough. Lastly, there were some CWL adjustments, even though the competitive playlist isn't played by the CWL rule set, so what's the fucking point in even having the playlist there in the first place? Anyways, the grace period for overdrive and active camo are removed, such that if you use it and insta-die, sorry, sucks to suck. They lowered the payload requirements for all except for the Claw to make a game mode that is supposed to be based on skill even more based on random random luck with the support kill streaks, ban silencers for all weapons, even though pros don't ever use silencers because it negatively affects their gun damage, and most people are using callouts in teams anyways, so there's no reason to stay off the radar. And lastly, combine all of the game modes into one single mosh pit type playlist, which is how it should have been from the start. Speaking of playlists, they also combined Kill Confirmed with Frontline and Hardpoint with Defender to have 2 playlists instead of 4 because player population is so bad on this game that they did it during the life cycle, unlike Advanced Warfare, which did it after Black Ops 3 came out. The special tab playlists are now included in the standard tab to make it look like there's more game modes than there actually are, and replace Cranked with Grind for the weekly special. On to Modern Warfare Reimagined news, is there's new footage of more weapons hidden inside of game files. Some of the footage has been taken down on other websites due to copyright, so instead of risking it in this video, I'll leave them down in the description as I always do with all of my sources. The first of which is the new ranged weapon, the BO3, which will be familiar to those who played Battlefield 4 as it's basically the Groza 1, a bullpup assault rifle. The iron sights look like a female masturbatory device, and it has a slow reload animation, think TAR-21 for Modern Warfare 2, but it seems to have the same time to kill as the XMLAR, thus making it better than most of the assault rifles that are already in the game. There's also some gameplay of a Gravedigger, which has been going by the name of Obsidian Knife in game files, so who knows what it will actually be when it gets released. Lastly, in Modern Warfare Reimagined news, the Variety Map Pack is now available on the Xbox One and PC if you want to pay $15 for 9-year-old maps that only cost $10 when they came out. Finally, there is some Black Ops 3 news, as a Polish and Mexican retailer have both posted information about a 5th DLC drop, which is all zombies related, much like the last DLC drop in the original Black Ops game. The gist is that it will be called Zombies Chronicles, which contains the 8 original zombie maps renewed for Black Ops 3, which means the Gobblegum functionality will be coming with the maps. Given that Treyarch said that they were going to be putting in new content for Black Ops 3 to support the game, which they have so far, with supply drop weapons that people spend money to get, it's all about the money in the end, baby, so you know that this is definitely a possibility. What do you guys think about the leaks and updates? I've been the Schwantz27, out like the Montreal Canadiens. Until next time.